DOT Oral Fluid Drug Testing. What about DOT Oral Fluid Specimen Collection Training? Hi, I'm Joe Reilly, President of National Drug Screening. I'm here today to talk about oral fluid collector training for the new DOT-approved oral fluid drug testing. Although oral fluid drug testing has been approved by DOT, it is not yet operational. We need 2 laboratories to be certified for oral fluid testing with a collection device that is approved. Currently, as of June 2023, there are no certified labs yet for oral fluid drug testing. Training programs for oral fluid collections are not yet available. Again, we need 2 labs certified for oral fluid drug testing with the same collection device. Then we can start oral fluid drug test collection training. Urine drug test collectors will need separate training and qualification for oral fluid collections, including mock collections for oral fluid drug test collections. So although you may be a certified, qualified urine specimen collector, you've been doing it for 2 years, 5 years, or 20 years, you still need oral fluid specimen collection, qualification, training, and mock collections. If you're new in the business, you're going to need 2 training programs, one for urine and one for oral fluid. As a collector working in a collection site, if you're going to be using more than one specimen collection device for oral fluid collections, you're going to need training on each device for oral fluid collections. Hopefully there won't be a whole lot of devices, but there could be 2 or 3 that become available in the marketplace based on what devices the different labs that become certified elect to utilize. You will need to be trained on each device that you might be using. So what are the specimen collector requirements for DOT oral fluid collections? They're somewhat similar to the urine specimen collection requirements. The oral fluid collector will need to be knowledgeable about the current DOT oral fluid specimen collection procedures and guidelines. There will be a publication from DOT that talks about these procedures and guidelines. And you need to be knowledgeable about the specific DOT agency regulations for the employers for whom you service. That could be FMCSA, the trucking industry, FAA, the airline industry, or the other DOT operating administrations. So as a collector, you will need to receive qualification training covering testing procedures, proficiency in the operation of the particular oral fluid collection device or devices that you'll be using, all steps necessary to complete a collection correctly, and the proper completion and transmission of the custody and control form, or the CCF, or the ECCF, the electronic custody and control form, knowledge of problem collections and how to deal with them, such as dry mouth or attempts to tamper with a specimen, knowledge of fatal flaws, correctable flaws, and how to correct problems in the oral fluid collections, and your responsibility as a collector to maintain the integrity of the collection process, ensuring the privacy of the employee being tested, ensuring the security of the specimen, and avoiding conduct or statements that could be viewed as offensive or inappropriate. The collector must maintain professionalism. The collector must complete initial proficiency demonstration, what we call 5 consecutive error-free mock collections for each collection device the collector will use. Refresher training, a repeat of all the training and mock collections, will be required every 5 years. Error correction training will be required after a fatal flaw. As a collector, and your company also, documentation should be maintained of the oral fluid collector training course, as well as the proficiency demonstration, as well as any refresher training, as well as any 5-year refresher trainings. The mock collections must be observed. Who can observe those mock collections for oral fluid drug testing? Well, that will include someone who has regularly conducted oral fluid DOT drug test collections for a period of at least 1 year, which is currently no one because we haven't had DOT oral fluid drug testing for 1 year. Or it can be someone who has conducted DOT oral fluid collector training for at least 1 year, which currently will be no one because we haven't had an oral fluid specimen collection training program. Or number 3, one who has successfully completed a train-the-trainer course. So that will be the only option to get started, is to have your training and proficiency demonstration conducted by one who has successfully completed a train-the-trainer course. Now, fortunately, just a few weeks ago, I was at the conference of the National Drug and Alcohol Screening Association and attended the first train-the-trainer program for oral fluid drug test collections. So National Drug Screening, myself, and some other folks that I will train as trainers will be available to help you with oral fluid specimen collection training. We will provide webinar trainings. We will provide mock collections remotely with webcam. We will provide live group trainings in selected cities across the United States, and these will include training as well as the mock collections. National Drug Screening will provide custom live or webinar trainings for both employers and collection site organizations. So we'll be available to come to you, to your employer, to your occupational health clinic, wherever it may be, and we can help you get trained and qualified for oral fluid specimen collections. Keep up with the information as we work towards getting labs certified and getting a device available to start doing oral fluid drug test collections. We will keep you posted. We have a new website to keep you posted. You can go to DOT Oral Fluid Collector Training.com. Again, that's www.DOT-OralFluidCollectorTraining.com. All information will be there. In the coming months, we will have a method for you to pre-register for training webinars. And National Drug Screening will be your source for oral fluid collector training. Thank you very much.